Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel for war number 9 of Season 50. Today we have a matchup against Bolt. Bolt was a P1 Alliance last season, making their first foray into Masters this season, and matched up with us. Team today, rank 3 Onslaught, making his first appearance in war. Super excited about that. Void also on the team, and Viv returning, still chasing that perfect dust fight on 4B. We'll see if we can get it done today. For starters, we are going to be on path 7 here. We have a KORG on node 7. So the trick with this fight with Onslaught is that you cannot parry or knock KORG down while his rock shield is active, because as long as he has some of those rock stacks, he can potentially purify the Daunted debuff or the debuffs from the attacker special burst lockdown node. Then he's going to gain that damage reflection passive. So you really have to just play it normally. Onslaught's mediums are non-contact, so you can safely just bait out heavies and do combos. And then once his rock shield is down, you need to make sure that there is plenty of time left on the rock shield timer for the special to completely finish. And this was kind of what I struggled most with on this fight, and kind of when I was practicing it, is because I don't really have a good feel for how lengthy Onslaught specials are, especially this special 2. So I don't take a lot of chances here. If it looks like there's a quarter of the timer left, you can see me just hold my special and just wait and try and get a special off as soon as the rock shield is down, like right here. So we do sacrifice a lot of degens that way, but the good news is that Onslaught at rank 3 is one of the best champions in the game. And yeah, so right there, I tried to special intercept, but I gave him too much crowd excitement, and he went unstoppable and blocked most of it. That's fine, because all of those neuroshocks apply through his block. Anyway, just going to take this special one on the block. With an XL champ, I find it's a little bit trickier to nail the timing on that special one. Striker into the heavy cancel special 2, and this KORG is toast. Alright, moving on, we have an Absorbing Man here on node 16, going to be taking this fight with Void. I think I've taken this fight many times before. It's a very, very simple fight with any Science champ, especially if you have a Science champ who excels at heal reversal, like your Voids, your Mr. Fantastics. Luke Cage is probably also very good here. Anti-Venom also probably very good. There are kind of a couple ways to play this. You can just play it straight up, which is, I think, how I chose to do it in this matchup. Straight up meaning you really want to not let him refine, because if you take blocked hits while he's in one of his refined forms, he can crit through your block and just do big chunks of damage. The other way is you can play it a bit riskier and allow him to continue refining his form, and then rely on the heal reversal to really deal a lot of damage more quickly. So I kind of choose it on the fly, kind of how I get a feel for the fight here. We have the Petrifies up early, we've got the heal reversal going early, but then he starts dexing out of my heavy punishes on his special 1. I think he does that twice. Then he parries the Striker, as you saw there. So I think at this point I was like, we need to play it a little bit safer. Right there, again, he manages to dex out of the heavy, and I really didn't feel like I was late, but watching it back, I feel like I have to be late in the heavy punish, but I really didn't feel like in the moment that I was. We've got Fear the Void up, 1 Petrify, and it's too late for Carl, and down he goes. Alright, up in Section 2, we are once again on 4B. We have another Dust here to contend with. This is on the second node in 4B, so it's the one with the Power Stings on it. We're not really worried too much about the Power Stings here, but I will try and keep an eye on them and do my best to get that 10th hit in before I fire off the special here. So the start of this fight goes really well. I think we get all the way up to the end of the fight before we start taking damage. And I've dueled for this matchup many, many times over the past several wars, just, trying to nail the perfect Viv fight against this Dust. I feel like I need to have it before the end of the season, or probably next season as well. Alright, so we get to 20 hits, fire off the special 2, we nail all 5 of the solar bursts, and now we're just trying to get back to our special 1 spam, and I think here I miss a parry, maybe? Yeah. I miss a phase and miss the block doesn't register at all. So she does combo me. And here I'm waiting for the Power Stings to go off, and I just say screw it and decide to tank some of the damage. It's not going to kill me, and 2 special ones do her in. So we only have to take a little bit of Power Sting damage, but a little bit tougher on that node, I think, than on the previous one with Viv. All right, last but not least for me, we have a Bullseye on 44. I took this fight earlier in the season when it was only a ascended rank 5, and we have a rank 3 Onslaught now to match the rank 3 Bullseye, so the fight is a little bit the same. One interesting thing here, one of the comments, I think it was from Dab, on the original fight, said that it was worth risking a couple of poisons to keep everything paused when he's in the poison phase. However, I get terrible RNG on that special 2 there, and I end up with 7 poisons on myself. So almost every hit of the special 2 triggered a poison during the poison phase at like a 40% chance. So just super unfortunate. The good news is that Onslaught, again, his health pool is massive. He's going to heal up from the incinerates, and that special 2 did most of Bullseye's health in damage. I shouldn't have heavied there, but luckily the heavy hits in Onslaught's heavy are so close together that the first one triggered the evade and the second one caught him on his way back. So kind of lucked out a bit there. And then one more special 1 here is going to finish the deal. So a much, much faster fight than that one a few wars ago. We did go on to take the win. Big shout out to the players over there in Bolt. Probably not the most fortuitous of circumstances to find yourselves in if you're over there. You know, just kind of getting into Masters. We are currently ranked near the top. Matchmaking is all over the place right now. No idea what's going on with it. But to their credit, Bolt is the only alliance that we have played this season who did not die in double-digit amounts. So massive amounts of respect to them. We had a couple of their fights shared in our general chat. A lot of like really close calls where players were near death and just totally clutched out a solo with like I think one guy had like literally 8 health remaining in one of their fights. So again, lots of respect to them. Good luck to them the rest of the way, and I hope they find themselves in the Masters bracket when all is said and done. For my part, 4 kills, 0 deaths, and our record stands at 9-0. We have 3 wars left in the season, and again, I have no idea what is required for us as far as top 3. I haven't done the math on it. We're still going to be trying to win each war no matter what. And again, I've said this a few times this season, we are not an alliance who pushes for podium. That said, if we do find ourselves in the top 3, that would be pretty special, not going to lie. So until then, we'll see what happens. So if you enjoyed this, please let me know by hitting that like button. And as always, thank you very much for watching. See you again next time.